Hey everybody in the video online world, it's Isabel Marie coming again from my porch, and I found something interesting that I want to read to you guys. Just to let you know, whenever I do anything that I'm involved in, I do it 110%. So when I initially got involved in Zango, I made it a point, excuse me one second, to research my company, other people's companies, to find anything inspirational, motivational, inspiring, or something that would touch me. And I actually started collecting that kind of information. And I have a really pretty cool collection, so this is what I'm going to read to you guys. It's called the Touchstone. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but here it goes. When the great library of Alexandria burned, the story goes, one book was saved, but it was not a valuable book, so a poor man who could read little bought it for a few coppers. The book wasn't very interesting, but between its pages there was something very interesting indeed. It was a thin strip of vellum on which was written, "The Secret of the Touchstone." The touchstone was a small pebble that could turn any common metal into pure gold. The writing explained that it was lined among thousands and thousands of other pebbles that looked exactly like it, but the secret was this. The real stone would feel warm to the touch, while ordinary pebbles are cold. So the man sold his few belongings, bought some simple supplies, camped out on the seashore, and began testing pebbles. He knew that if he picked up an ordinary pebble and threw them down again, because they were cold, he might pick up the same pebble hundreds of times. So when he felt one that was cold, he threw it into the sea. He spent a whole day doing this, but none of them was the touchstone. Yet on and on he went on his way. Picking up a pebble, cold, throw it into the sea. Pick up another one, cold, throw it into the sea. The days stretched into weeks, and the weeks into months. One day, however, about mid-afternoon, he picked up a pebble, and it was warm. He threw it into the sea before he realized what he had done. He had formed the sea that when the one he wanted came along, he still threw it away. So it is with opportunity. Unless we are vigilant, it's easy to fail to recognize opportunity when it's in its hand, and we just as easily throw it away. The author is unknown, and it's from bits and pieces from the economic press. Now, what I like about that story is it's true about anything we do. It doesn't matter how simple, how humble your life is, but when greatness comes your way, because of past experiences, because of what we go through, we kind of just don't look at it. I mean, this man starts off, he's very humble and poor, and he makes a great discovery, so he goes out there and gives it a try. He's like, you know what, I got nothing to lose, let me just go see what happens. And then he goes day in and day out, and tries this and tries that, and it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And he gets so numb and discouraged that when the right opportunity comes along, what does he do? He throws it away just as much, because he doesn't recognize it as such until it's too late. And a lot of people do that in life and in business, especially in the MLM industry. A lot of people sit there and say, well, you know what, I've been in Amway, and I've done Avon, and I've done Herbalife, and I've done this, or I've done that. And I'm not saying any company out there is bad, the ones I just named. I'm just saying that people go through so many different companies, and they don't identify it as being good, maybe because it just doesn't suit who they are, you know. Some people who love to travel, why would you be in an herbal company? You know, go to a travel company. Or somebody who's very big on fitness, you know, why would you be, you know, selling laundry soap? Go to a fitness company, you know, find your market. And when a good company does come along, or a good mate, or a good opportunity, or a good, you know, anything in life, we sit there and say, well, you know what, it's probably too good to be true, and we just throw it away. And then later on, it shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I know a lot of people out there that are saying the same thing about Microsoft. You know, computers, who needs them? Nobody has a computer. Needless to say, it was one of the greatest inventions of all time. You know, Microsoft is obviously a big company. You know, same with any stocks. You know, people like, you know, who's going to pay $8 for a cup of coffee? Thus, Starbucks is born, you know. So what I'm trying to say with this is a lot of people look at the MLM industry the same way. They say, you know what, MLM doesn't work, but it works whether you like it or not. You know, it's funny because people are apt to recommend a good book, a good restaurant, a good doctor, or a bad doctor, a bad book, or a bad restaurant. What are they doing? Advertising word of mouth. But the difference is network marketers are smart enough to get paid for it. You know, a lot of people are like, well, that's just a scam. You're just making money off of other people. Well, then I guess Walmart and, you know, Yahoo and Home Depot are scams too. No, guys, it's what it is. It's you're making a product or service that some people really do connect with and do love and need, and if it serves a purpose, you're just helping your friend out, your family, your people on, you know, the internet or whatever, by sharing it. And if they get really good value out of it, you're getting paid for that. What's so wrong with that? Doctors do it all the time. They get referrals. They just don't pay you for it. and that's the point, is a lot of people say, well, you know what, this doesn't work, or that doesn't work, and, whatever, and they get so grumpy and so bitter and so old, and it's funny because the most skeptical people I find are the most broke people. And a lot of people don't say, well, well, if it worked for you, it can't work for me. Well, maybe because you haven't found your niche yet, or maybe because you haven't found the right system. I see right now that the network marketing industry is undergoing a major makeover. It's basically the death of old school marketing, 3-foot rules and brochures and hotel meetings and rah-rah parades that people are so sick of, me being one of them. And it's moving into the new school of live video streaming, YouTube, MySpace, Facebook, online networking sites, where you can go in the comfort of your own home and build a whole entire network and a whole entire empire from the comfort of your own home. So guys, with that, I want to leave you with something. A lot of people sit there and say, well, I love my company and I love my products, and they've been in it maybe 10 years or 5 years, and they're barely getting by, and they're so stubborn, they don't want to quit their company, and they don't want to, change their ways. Well, hey, if you're, it doesn't matter how fast you run on the deck of the Titanic. If you're sinking, you're sinking. So a lot of people, need to learn that if you're willing to go the extra mile, you have to constantly upgrade yourself. You have to constantly go out there and make it a point to find your niche, find your target market, and learn how to do it the better ways. Get yourself a webication, an online education. So with that, you guys have a great day. If you're looking for me and you want to know how I have went from doing hotel meetings, which I wasn't bad at, I did pretty well. Find my other video on that one. But from going to the 3-foot rules and prospecting anybody to have massive online success, and people contact you wanting to know 2 things. What do you do and how do I get involved? Your life is much easier when people contact you already knowing it's MLM, already knowing what company you're in, already knowing what's included, and they want to just know how they get involved. The dialogue is different, your friendships, your connections are better, it's stress-free, rejection-free. So find me at www.myspace.com/Miss_Izzy, ISSY, or at youtube.com/quick, QUIK, there's no C in quick, witted, WITTED, woman, WOMAN, or just email me at ISABELMarie, ISABELMARIE, the number 1313, at gmail.com. You guys have a great day, Hakuna Matata, and don't throw good opportunities away. I'll leave you with one of my infamous quotes: a wise man will always research what a fool will take for granted. Have a great day, God bless, and be wise. Bye-bye.